Fighting God!
That's just a silly formality. What people say when watched and what they do when no one else is around are two entirely different things. Therein lies the beauty and ugliness of this fickle thing we call humanity. I suppose the only real tragedy to being holed up in this cell is, well...
Get the situation that got me facing. I can't live a normal life, I was raised by the stripes. So I gotta be down with the hood team. Cause television watching got me chasing. Death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life to a die. What can I say? I'm here right now, will I see tomorrow? The way things are going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hold are you and me? Yeah, right. This legend must alive, living in the gangster's paradise. This legend must alive, living in the gangster's paradise. This legend must alive, living in the gangster's paradise. This legend must alive, living in the gangster's paradise. Fighting God!
You hid yourself by stretching one yacht over another like some kind of a thin skin. You moved within the slim space created between the boats, ambushing us as you pleased. Quite the conundrum. You have my deepest compliments.
I'd stay still if I were you, Bucciarati! Or do you want your comrades to die?
Misa, if I'm honest, I couldn't be happier that you decided to take off after me. I'm so happy, in fact, that I'm willing to forgive this little scratch you gave me. After all, till now no one knew for sure whether Polpo's great treasure even existed. It's always been a desperate rumor. But the ferocity with which you're trying to kill me proves it exists! You, friend, just reignited my hopes and gave me a brand new reason to live! I'm gonna savor every single moment of swiping that sweet lira from that creature Bucciarati!
I don't really know who I am. It's time for me to take a stand. I need a change and I need it fast. I know that any day could be the last. All I want is a little of the good life. All I need is to have a good time. The good life. All I want is a little of the good life. All I need is to have a good time. The good life. Fighting God.
You're so oblivious, kid. I'm right under your nose. I can microfine myself. That's my very secret weapon! My stand is called Tiny Feet, and all the other guys said it wasn't worth anything. They can talk shit till they're blue in the face, but personal talent is all about how you use it.
A little bit of hope, a little bit of hurt, a little bit of get what you deserve. Dragging through the mud and blood, I've had enough. Am I getting through? Time to come alive. Do you wanna live before you die? Hold on to your truth till you'll never lose. Stand up, stand up, stand up. You ain't ready for me. Give me your best shot, the stronger I stand. Not looking for sympathy. What doesn't kill me makes me who I am. A soldier fights till
should tell you you're inside a mirror. Do you know why I pulled you in here all by your lonesome? Hint, it's not for the peace and quiet. It's 'cause bringing along any of your fellow combatants could put my own safety in jeopardy, and I just can't have that. I control everything here. That is my unique talent. All you see before you is devoid of life, fully inanimate. We're the only living things in this realm. I made it a point to keep everything else out. I permitted your entry because my plan needed you. You catching on? Your stand manifested on the other side of the mirror!
Knock 'em in the teeth now. Never let your guard down when they step in your house. Knock, 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 knock 'em all the fuck out. Now I know there's no one I can trust. I used to think there was. Tell me that I'll cut throats. I think you got your eyes closed. Feel the fear and swallow back the tears. Let weakness disappear. There's nobody but me here. The killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Feel the fear and swallow back the tears. Let weakness disappear. There's nobody but me here. The killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Fighting God. I don't think I will, my boy. Instead, I'll be bringing about your demise.
What? Who the hell are you?
End his life, thankful death.
What? How are you? Wait! You're not really an old man at all, are you? You're dead, geezer.
Death comes quicker using direct contact. Once thankful death caresses you, your body is filled with its soul-sucking necrotic energy.
My bullets are dying. It's happening so fast. Shit.
Watch it all come down. I'm so sick of me, being sick of you and the way you look, all the things you do. You drive me crazy, drive me crazy. Yeah. If you're sick like me, there's no stopping now. Gotta break it up and just let it out. If I was sick like you, I would feed the fire. I would light it up and watch it all come down. If you're sick like me, there's no stopping now. There's no stopping now. If you're sick like me, if you're sick like me. Fighting God!
I get it. I understand, Prosciutto. You taught me true bravery. I don't just hear your words now. I feel them in the depths of my heart. It's just like you always told me, big bro. When the dark thought comes, the deed is already done. Well, what do you know about that? Taking life doesn't feel half bad. It wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it was gonna be. And with that, my days of being called Melone are over. From now on, I'll be the pitiless Pesci of death, feared by all.
Waiting for so long. No love, there's no love. Die for anyone. What have I become? Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place.
too good. It's great that she taught the little psycho in training the importance of killing, but she did it too soon! Huh? Hey, wait! Just what am I going to do with you? But I admit you're a talented bambino. Thanks to Bucciarati's DNA sample, the automatic tracking is well underway. You gotta put in the work. But Babyhead's offspring is the pinnacle of long-range stands. Yes, all will perish before your power.
Ultranumb. Fighting God!
Just as Melone said, the newbie must have pulled this stunt. But you don't get off that easy!
Give me a break. Already? He's after us again!
I'll swoop in and make off with the goods before those fools even know what's what. You're wasting your bullets. White Ice's specialty is freezing the moisture in the air at extremely low temperatures. That's how I create my shimmering armor. It's great for skating on almost any surface. And an added benefit is the way it stops your pesky bullets!
So much to take, so much to gain, no other way. The only tribe that keeps on shedding. So much to take, so much to gain, no other way. The only tribe that keeps on shedding. So much to take, so much to gain, no other way. The only tribe that keeps on shedding. I'm cold as ice, I paid the price, I don't care. There's more of me, there's more of you, we're everywhere. I gotta be the one to kill this flame. I will go insane, living life in the wrong lane. I'm cold as ice, I paid the price, I don't care. There's more of me, there's more of you. Nothing to lose, cold as ice. Sensible, got to monocle.
Yeah, I have to admit the brat keeping Narancia alive was a surprise. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined Crush having any trouble with this particular assassination. But apparently killing all 5 of these reprobates will necessitate your involvement as well, Tiziano.
As the boss's elite guard, it is our duty to ensure these turncoats perish here. Are you ready to do what must be done, Squalo?
Do you even need to ask? Once I lure them into the water, Crush will be unstoppable. Our plan will decide everything. Let's off them one by one, Tiziano.
Devour,
Thanks for your help, Narancia. You've played your part beautifully. I'm impressed. Now your friends have no idea my stand Crush is quite a handy little helper.
Yes, my stand Talking Mouth works wonders, especially when it latches onto your tongue and forces you to say the exact opposite of what you mean.
Well, my itch to kill isn't gonna scratch itself. Grazie.
What you saying, who you saying, who you saying to? Careful what you saying, who you saying to. Maybe you talk too much and you're asking for it. Asking for it, asking. You can blame bad luck, but you were asking for it. Asking for it, asking. When all is said and done, you need to tie your tongue. 'Cause when you spit on everyone, you know you're asking for it. Asking for it, asking. You know you're asking for it. Asking for it. You know you're asking for it. Asking.
The name of that guy's stand is Notorious Chase. Who in the hell wrote this? And when? What would the stand have to gain by doing this? What? These fingers! No, it can't be. Bucciarati just threw them outside. We didn't touch them. Is this what wrote the graffiti? Is it a corpse? Impossible! Its user is dead, so the stand has to be too!
Run and hide again. No other way this time. Don't wonder why you didn't live this final scene. You know the story was over before it began. This is a battle you're not gonna win. Welcome to the end. I've spent a lifetime running out of your destruction. You're never gonna win this another day. Alone in my mind, but running out of your destruction with no other function. You really don't know how long I'm waiting for your destruction. I'm telling you, you just can't get away. A whole lifetime running out of your destruction with no other function. You really don't know.
That's incredible! Who would ever guess there'd be a payphone all the way out here? Hello?
My doppio.
Oh, where are you, boss? Are you here? Are you nearby? I need your help with this!
No, the time is not yet right. Until you close the gap between the two of you, I cannot act. If he catches sight of me and manages to get away, all our efforts will have been for naught.
But boss!
You know what to do. Move within 2 meters of Risotto.
Boss! I still have no idea how his powers work! He's just gonna get me again!
Oh, Doppio. Dear Doppio, my sweet, charming Doppio. Have you so easily forgotten that I bestowed you with part of Emperor Crimson's power? Now's your chance to apply your unique talents.
The more I try, the less I'm free. The more I fail, the more I hate me. Gotta run till I fall. Gotta keep on feeding the crave. Gotta build up my wall. Gotta keep on digging my grave. Gotta fight till I bleed. Gotta keep my head screwed on tight. Gotta stay in the lead. Gotta make sure I win this fight. It's okay if I'm a bit unstable. I've been doing just fine on my own. I don't care.
painfully predictable.
You knew magnetic fields attract iron, and thought if you detected the origin of the field, you could track me down. That was foolish, as the reality is. What you detected was the magnetic field given off by my stand in the foot you severed. You didn't notice, but I left it there. I did a lot of soul searching after I was separated from my foot, and knew I had to make the best of this situation if I were to survive. Your body is essentially devoid of oxygen at this point. As I mentioned, the damage has already been done. You shouldn't even be able to twitch.
And I'm here to save my name. You're fucking wearing me out. You're always dragging me down. You're the fake falling force of nature's sick mind. I don't need a gun to take that force mine. It's over. It's over. It's over. You're the fake falling force of nature's sick mind. I don't need a gun to take back what's mine. It's over. It's over now. You can't wear me out.
Damn it! That probably means he's been able to hear my every move this whole time.
Well, would you look at that? You actually got quite far for a complete rookie, that is. You can't hide. I know exactly where you are. A pathetic 20 meters ahead and slightly to the left. Turning right, huh? 10 more meters to go. Now just 7 meters. 5 meters. Strangling you now would be too lenient. Hope you know you've just buried yourself alive, Bucciarati. How are you gonna dodge when you're surrounded by dirt? It'll be no different from punching a helplessly tied up little worm. Just 2 more meters.
Still won't descend. I thought he'd board the boat to save his friend. Perhaps he figured it out. My little trick. Green tea's quirky secret.
This mold. I've read about it before. It starts by making a home inside an insect's body. When the insect moves to a lower point, it spreads and kills its host. It's called Entomophaga greeley. The stand works in the same way.
I feel it right at the heart of me, and it grips me physically, dragging down so far below, and it's a violent vertigo, taking it in like a parasite, feeding off what I keep inside, manifest when I'm throwing trust to the cold and the nebulous. Something's changing, rearranging, may just beginning. My own surgery, doing everything
risultato è che voi sarete distrutti.
I'm being tested. In a moment, we will find out if I'm prepared to vanquish my past.
We really only grow once we've conquered our phantoms, wouldn't you say? How lovely to see you again, Jean-Pierre Polnareff.
I know you!
Diavolo! Fascinating how the past can wriggle its way back, no matter how many pieces I might cut it up into. You amaze me. I never thought I'd deal with the same vermin more than once.
How did you slither up here?
Let me be perfectly clear. I couldn't care less about how you managed to live after I slung you like chum into the abyss. What interests me, Polnareff, is whatever little secret you were oh so eager to share with Bucciarati and his men!